live? I feel like we are. Oh, the delay is so short. How nice. I can't hear myself. Oh, that feels weird. Sugar Kitty Meow, welcome. Thank you for bringing your time and attention here today. Oh, I can't hear myself if I put the headset on. All right, I see how it is. 5 fingers, high five. This is for you. Thank you for bringing your time and attention here today. I appreciate it. I do. It's why I say it. I do. It's true. Welcome to Sober Sunday for St. Patty's Day, which is technically tomorrow. I've forgotten. I'm pretty sure it is. All the St. Patrick's Day stuff is happening now. Well, was happening now. It was basically, yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Everyone got out of their system. 17th? What the hell? What a weird holiday. So it is tomorrow. Okay, yeah, good. I don't know what day it is. That's fun. I've been too busy. Learn more of that soon. I haven't even done the podcast yet. I've decided to start doing that on Sundays anyway. And I especially didn't want to do it today because all the event stuff I've been doing is ending now after this stream. So if I remember, maybe I will be able to get everything done. We'll see. But first, you know it, you love it, you miss it, and I have to get up for a second anyway. Where'd he go? Oh. Greetings, my name is Brian. Welcome to KillCo Mental Musings. Zenboot, I made it back, barely. I've been home for about 20 minutes. I was in Boston earlier today at around 5 o'clock. Yeah, the travel time was pretty good. For whatever reason, it felt shorter coming back than it did going there, which is exciting. And for those who don't know, I have been going to whiskey tastings all weekend with Irene Tan. So if you didn't get to see the vertical live streams I did, where were you? And also, that is why there was no stream technically on Friday. No 7 o'clock stream on Friday. I gotta put this back. Hold on. Everything's fine. Nothing is wrong. Hey. So yes, busy whiskey weekend. I've gotten to taste whiskey. It's been glorious. And the last place we did today was in the Boston area, or Cambridge specifically. Can you please stop. This thing under there sometimes doesn't like to cooperate. That's where we're at right now. But I hope you did watch some of the vertical live streams. I want to do more of those occasionally because they're easy. And as for St. Patrick's Day stuff, first of all, we need background music. I knew I was forgetting something. I always do. I know Four Leaf is going live with a bunch of guests. I'm jealous. I wasn't invited. I wouldn't have been able to go anyway. It's all right. All right, lo-fi. We all know the lo-fi. Ow. There we go. Background music begin. After this stupid ad. There we go. Whew. Once again, I'm not sure why, but you're hearing the music through my microphone and not through the computer itself. So let me know if that is too quiet or too loud. Oh, so how have you been? How are you doing? I also have my Guinness Zero ready to go. I'm gonna have this coffee first. I want to see what sort of the. I'm curious to see what the Guinness will taste like after I have a coffee. And they didn't have any monkey bread, which is what I was looking for at the store. They have this, a babka, cinnamon babka. I started pulling this thing apart when I was at there, and now I want to pull it about more, but not with my hands, because it's sticky as hell. It's not quite good enough for using my hands with all the cinnamon sugar stuff. Whoa. My nutritionist is going to be so mad. I got this to share with everyone, but you know how it is with people. Something you like, here, try some. It's a super sticky mess of a thing. Not many people go for it. So instead of Irish soda bread, I'm having this. Diddly-dee, diddly-dee, diddly-dee. Diddly-dee, diddly-dee, diddly-dee. Thank you, Zenbud. And as usual, if you guys want to see Stitch Mode, which if you don't know what that is, I can't tell you. But the goal is set. And so is the... No, the goal is set, that's all. Yeah, and also the other options are there at the top of chat. Oh. Delightful. Please let me know what is in your glass. Whatever it is, what is your favorite St. Patrick's Day beverage? Of any sort. Nothing like a coffee at 7 p.m. I have no self-control. Actually, I have a lot of it. That's probably the problem. But when it comes to food and sugar and such, I can't be stopped. I've actually been using my my other medication recently. I only have, well, I have quite a few left, to see if it helps with my sleep. Either it does, or it's because I'm spent so exhausted this past few days that I've been getting about 8 hours, which is wild. I do not normally get 8 hours of sleep. I like it. I feel relatively rested when it happens. All right, pouring our Guinness Zero. I almost bought more today, but for whatever reason they were selling it in 6-packs, which is normal, but I've been accustomed to seeing the 4-packs only. And I didn't particularly want 6 more Guinness Zeros when I already have the one at home. Because really I only need this one to celebrate the holiday. Strangers in the night. Where that came from, I'm really not sure. But I got to hang out with some pretty cool people, by the way. Be jealous. There's Irene Tan, of course. Cliff Smith, the legend. A certain Zenbud showed up. Steve, who's a whiskey somm. He doesn't usually pop in here, but he's another local. And then I cannot remember their names because I'm bad with names. There's an Amanda, I think. She was the one I talked to the most while I was puttering around. She was the head distiller or blender. I don't remember what she said. At Virginia Distillery. So that was wild to have her there. And the other woman who was there was the one who was involved with... what was the name of the bottle we were drinking? New York something something. It didn't say New York on it. What was? They're in New York. This is where my brain has been at for the past 3 days. Kind of scattered. I sipped on them early. King's Code. Kings County, King's Code. There was a representative lady from there, too. John Bell and Kern and Scott, yes. Kern, that was the other guy. I could not remember his name to save my life. But that was the Massachusetts crew right there. Drinking themselves silly. And debating on if their wallets should survive the tasting. Did anyone buy anything, Zenbud? I don't think you did. I assume no one did, but that's because I'm pessimist, so there's that. So what was in my glass was clearly King's Code earlier today. I got to have little sips of it. It was delightful. I've got to the point where I can pour just about the right amount into a glass and sip it let it sit on my tongue, and it disappears. So then there's no spitting out. If you just pour just the right amount, it just all seeps into your tongue. And that's the end of it. Works pretty well. We also got to try a sample of something rather interesting. This was Bourbon, like a release from the 90s. So that was wild. Ooh, we picked the Riona. Yep, I was a fan. Surprisingly, I was a fan of the Bessie. Isn't that weird? I thought it was pretty funny. Riona gave me a lot of dried fruit notes. I don't dislike dried fruit notes, but if I had to pick one of the three, it would be the Bessie. I do not recall a tang, but I was too busy just kind of getting an idea of what it was at all. She did the whole, she did the blind pour thing she does. Just pours you something and goes, what do you get? And then others narrow it down. Like, everyone else there was trying to figure it out, and I'm just like, this is fine. I like this. Because you can't get me to do that. Like, if someone's like, what do you get? What is it? What do you... Blah, blah, blah. I'll be like, it's clearly from Cheyenne, and it's got notes of, I don't want to do this. Did I get close? I didn't care. Like, I didn't say anything. I don't like doing that. I don't like being quizzed. It bothers me, so I don't do it. But I felt it was either something from Andalusia at first, and then it made me think more of Oban 14. So I was in Scotland. That's all I care about. But I thought I got a mesquite note off it at the start. It was weird. I don't remember which one it was, though. I should have taken a picture of the bottle. She had the bottle. I didn't take a picture of it. Also, an indie bottle of Orshik. I'm glad you liked it. You got to find the common ground. It's like, hey, here's one bottle for you. Here's one for me. There you go. Common ground. Oh, thirsk, thirsk. A thrusk. A chew. Oh. This is dinner, by the way. Be jealous. You can't be jealous of this. You guys can drink whiskey. Or beer, or whatever you want. And so can I. I just have made certain decisions. I wish I could have done Irish coffee, and by that I mean I was looking for some kind of Irish coffee creamer, and I couldn't find one. Like, what? Huh? None of them are doing that for the holiday? The singleton, yes. That's what I would call it. So my only option to do that... God, I'm eating too fast. Lost my train of thought. Oh, the only way I could have made a Irish coffee that I wanted, like an Irish cream coffee creamer, which would have been ideal. There was an Irish coffee ice cream that I could buy. I haven't done it yet, and I shouldn't, because putting ice cream in your coffee is just insane. Who does that? That's crazy, especially Irish coffee ice cream. It's already Irish coffee ice cream, and then they put that in the coffee, and it's just we're Worlds collide. All right, enough of that. This screen is still acting weird, by the way. So, funds for a new screen, possibly. I still have one more trick. That is this. Hopefully I can connect this into my computer to replace the one I have there right now, which might be the culprit. It also just might be the screen itself. I don't know yet. But I know when I switch the cord, it hasn't been doing it as much. So we'll see. That could just be happenstance. One more rep. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, I hurt myself. So question. Irish Whiskey Day. What are you pouring? I know I say Redbreast 12. That's my instant knee-jerk reaction thing. But I want to hear from the rest of you. St. Patrick's Day is around here. You have the option to drink some Irish whiskey and think of it in a broader category, not like what's on your shelf. Just if you could pour it, what would it be? It does not need to be Irish whiskey. But for the holiday, what would you pour to celebrate the holiday? Whatever that is. Leaning hard into, of course, the idea of Irish whiskey. But you can drink whatever you want. That's the fun of it. You can pour yourself a bourbon. We're celebrating a weird Americanized holiday anyway. There's also Clonakilty. If you didn't see that last night, I don't know if I posted that, honestly. I got to hang out with one of the co-founders of Clonakilty. Rubbing elbows with the bigwigs? Is that the saying? I was just kind of in the vicinity, really. I don't want to be close enough to people to rub elbows. That feels really weird. Gross. Yeah, I did. So I got the posts from all 3 tastings. I got one more that I guess I have to send it. I don't know what I have to do with it. There you go. Zenbu, perfect. Find a tasty blue spot. There you go. Blue spot. Yeah, gold spot. I never got blue spot. I had mixed reviews, or like when it first came out, I heard mixed reviews, so I never got one. And I think I tried it twice, and I still wasn't happy about it. But John Melman, if you can find it, you got to find a whiskey place near you. Try it for yourself. I did see a gold. Was it gold or yellow? It was a yellow spot today. I was like technically tempted. I went, oh, I don't have that one. I still like the idea of having all of them. You know, I have the gold. I have the, I want to say green, but it's one of those special green releases with the name of the place on it. So I have one of those. A red would be really hard to find right now. No blue spot is my state. May travel, gold and green. Spots available. Okay. No blue in my state. That blows. Hello. Oh, is it going back up again? I hope not. Mom is at a hotel in Brockton. Well, that's not great because that means friggin'... Oh, you know what? I forgot. Yeah, I guess who's been streaming too long without having this on. Hey, I even put it up there properly. And we have the we will never know if it's O'Thrusk or Uthrusk. And the singleton. I prefer saying that. Do the travel. Make it happen. Or get connections. Like if I saw one, I could tell you. But if I'm going to be real, I haven't seen a blue spot anywhere recently. But then I also have to point out I'm not looking at all. The only time I'm looking at a liquor store is when I'm in one, which usually is if it's Irene's store, or at least the Cappy's nearby. And that's generally it. That's as far as it goes. Cheers, everyone. Thank you for being here again. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Boom. This is a Guinness Zero, by the way. No alcohol in it. Or very limited alcohol. Ooh. That tastes very different after having the coffee. Yeah. Guinness Zero, non-alcoholic drought, contains less than 0.5% alcohol. Then it's not zero. It's less than 1, but it's still 0.05, or 0.5, I'm sorry. So it's a great deal less than 1, but it's not 0. 0-ish, yeah. Reminder to everyone, non-alcoholic means there's alcohol in it. There's a lot of those. It's one of the funnier things I found out about being sober. They still force alcohol into your system in some way. Oh, it's ridiculous. The only one I believe that is completely alcohol-free is the Heineken Zero, and I'm not even sure about that. This is my last Guinness, so I'm enjoying it. Got my shirt on and everything. This is actually a shirt I wear for exercise. So it does feel a little odd to have on. I blend in with my chair too. That's hilarious. You know, I have realized now that I haven't had an Irish whiskey taste of anything recently, unless I had something yesterday. It's a good Guinness glass, isn't it? It's a full-on pint. And that so-called American pints. BS. I swear, no, I tasted just a Jack Daniels when I was at Irene's place. I haven't tasted any Irish whiskey. The worst part is I could. There are a lot of bottles behind me. I mean, it is a special occasion. Nah, I gotta think about it. King's Code is okay, good, that's right. Yeah, thank you for reminding me of that. I'm talking about the guy in Clonakilty I saw yesterday, and I was like, oh, I haven't had an Irish whiskey. Irene's Blend has Irish whiskey in it. It's fine. It's a blend of, what is it, Virginia malt, Irish from Clonakilty, and then a touch of peat from Scotland, if I remember correctly. Again, you think I would look at the bottle or something, but no. I don't have any of them, by the way. Zenbood can tell you why. Zenbood, how much was that bottle you bought today? Do tell. Share with the classroom. Oh my God. Kalila. Yes, that's the one I like the most. That shouldn't surprise you. Like, it's weird that I happen to like that one the best. Do I have one up there? I forget. I don't know anymore. Probably not. Yes, $150 for one bottle. One. There are 3. Yeah. Yeah. I would love to have all 3 of those bottles, but I think I'm having to pass. I know plenty of people now who have them. For one, yeah, I know. But again, it's a new thing. Like, again, it's a very specific blend of numerous different whiskeys bottled at frickin' King's Code. God, I can't remember the words. So it was a big deal to get it all situated. I know why it's that much money. And Irene is using pricey casks. Yes, she did not buy cheap casks, as I understand it. Someday I'll be buying my own casks and sharing it with all of you. Kings County. Is that what I'm saying? I feel like I keep saying King's Code. Kings County. Again, I was tempted not to stream tonight, let's be real. But since I got home in time, I got home before 7, I said, all right, I'm going to do it. It's fine. We're going to celebrate St. Patrick's Day sober. It's a lot like any other day, really. Except everyone's wearing green and getting annihilated. King's Code is... Okay, there. That's why my wires are getting crossed to my head. Got it. There was a reason. At least there was a reason. That's all I wanted. And this is something I've tackled, by the way. I've tackled the art of travel numerous times. So this was a little test run on can I drive for extended distances and hang out somewhere and be fine. Yeah. But in the case of being around people, like for the events we've been doing, there were a large amount of people for each one. It's a burnout. It's a burnout when I get back. But if I were traveling by myself, going to see different places, Maine is not as far away as I thought it was. Like Boston's an hour and change, and then from there it's another hour and change, give or take. I don't know what this is about. So I could make that a day trip very easily. Stay somewhere over there, and maybe 2 nights. Now we'll just do one. I can't afford to. Well, no. We'll try this. We'll say 1 night in the car, then 1 night at somewhere that's not too expensive to hang out, take a shower, all that. Close Maine, and there's way away Maine. Yeah, there is the fact that I also want to consider going to the tippy top of Maine just to see what's up there, and then come back. And that won't be until later in the spring anyway. I want to see some leaves on some trees and not just, sticks sticking out of the ground. That triggered something. Triggered a song. Season of the Sticks. It's a song. I don't remember all the lyrics, though. Acadia Park and Bar Harbor is very nice. I'm going to put that in my phone. I'm going to put that on the to-do list. My friend, I told my friend I'm planning to go to Maine, and she's like, "Why? What's you gonna do there?" And I went, I hadn't thought about that. I hadn't gotten to the what will I do there. So Acadia Park. Why is it showing me Acadia Park in MA? There we go. Acadia National Park. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, see? Yeah. Done. It's on the shade now, so I can go. Hiking Maine sounds good. Cliff Smith, welcome back. Yeah, me too. I got home at 6:30, so it's been about an hour. Bar Harbor. We're talking about places I might travel to, Cliff. It's very exciting. Since you and Irene travel so much, I got to do like the poor man's version. Do it by car. Bar Harbor. I was telling everyone that I've been hanging out with cool kids past weekend. Bar Harbor, Maine. Oh, there we go. That's like part of it. Do that. Blink. There we go. Got some new destinations to hit up. Traffic wasn't too bad. Like again, the weird part for me was coming back, and it seeming like it was faster. Is that like a normal thing? Because it felt like I think, Bahaba, got it. Sorry, my mistake. I was in a hurry, or I felt like it was a rush to get to Massachusetts, to Boston area, Cambridge, whatever. But on the way back, I wasn't so much in a hurry. I wasn't trying to be in a hurry. I was just, coasting, trying to get back home. 3 hours, 1.5 more hours to the coast. Yeah, okay. Oh. Good stuff. We'll see. Again, a lot of this is reminder to all of you who like and subscribe. Gotcha. There will be a significant amount of, if people want to see this new direction I'm going in, the support, as always, is greatly appreciated. That will help fund the entire process. Almost. A lot of stuff will go somewhere else to just like gasoline, paying for the gas, etc., etc. But all of that is appreciated. It is something I'm going to try to do. Most likely I'll be sleeping in the car a number of times. But it's the only way to do this. Future plans, future imaginary Brian plans are traveling by private plane and staying at some of the best hotels and eating at some of the best restaurants. Oh, going overseas, visiting Scotland and Ireland, Japan. Ah, those are nice thoughts. Very unrealistic, but very nice. Someday, we'll see. Get more popovers in Acadia National Park? Okay, I'll do it. Let's go. Oh, I did have a funny moment. I don't know who has my... Maybe Zenbu does somewhere, but I don't have any around here. Why would I? My business card, it has a QR code on it. It wasn't working because I had changed the channel link because I had to change it from KillCo Whiskey Musings to KillCo Mental Musings. And I was able to fix that last night. But I found that out yesterday, so that was kind of embarrassing. And by kind, I mean extremely. Giving out these cards thinking people can just use the QR code and then finding out it doesn't work because I changed it. But I changed it correctly now, I hope. So people can get in touch with me or just view the content. I didn't pass out any today because we were in a market. So it was part liquor store, part just grocery store. Deli, bakery, all that. It was a really nice little place. I would go there if I could. Zenbu, you can go there whenever you want. It's kind of expensive, though. For example, this lovely thing was $14.99. It's a lump of bread with cinnamon stuff in it. $14.99. And then the sandwich I got, you never guess how much it was. $15. Delicious sandwich. One of the best chicken, bacon, concoction things I've ever had. So good. But $15 good? You know, barely. It is. It is a $15 sandwich, but I wish it didn't have to be $15. That hurt. $30 on just two things. Another reason why I didn't buy anything else there, by the way. I could have bought those Guinnesses there. I don't know how much they were, and I don't want to know. It's fine. Delightful. Mix some coffee and Guinness Zero. $7 for a half gallon of milk at Pemberton. I go to Star Market to Stop Shop for the basic. Yeah, absolutely. Where does anyone get eggs, though? That's the new question. You know what's going to be funny and not funny at the same time? People are going to start having chickens in their homes. They're just going to get the backyard. If they have a backyard, they're going to get chickens. Free eggs. And possibly free chicken, if they want to go that route. But bird flu is still real, so you can have a chicken all you want, but if they don't live long enough, no eggs for you. That's the real, as I understand it, that's the real underlying problem with the eggs. Just, birds are getting sick. It's a very common thing, unfortunately. And don't forget, everything is tuberculosis. Remember that. Locally with chickens, yeah. I know at least a couple people who might have chickens offhand. I obviously can't do that because I live in an apartment building. We can try to hide them in the courtyard, and that's not going to work. Local place has rent a chicken, 2-bird coop, 26-week program. Hey. People, I'm sure people are into that now. Like, if they can find a way to get cheaper eggs, they want to know. I'm still... I can't say disgusted. I'm just... done. Done with the whole thing. I get my eggs at a local grocery store. They're overpriced there too. I do not buy them from frickin' Stop and Shop. They're gross. Spawned a few guard operas. Yep. Operas, and Edgar Allan Poe was influenced by that because his mother died of tuberculosis. What else? What other little nuggets are in my mind about tuberculosis? Just passing eggs now. Yeah. See, eggs are the problem is that eggs were the cheap go-to for a lot of people who cannot afford a lot of things. So eggs were they're not the main course, but I would have them regularly. And now I get a dozen eggs, and I think, why am I wasting $8 on this? Or $8, $9, $10, whatever it is right now. Let's check. And this is, of course, from Stop and Shop. I do not actually get my eggs from Stop and Shop. TV killed a lot of Civil War soldiers. Yes, did. And by the way, the reason I'm talking about tuberculosis just off the cuff is because John Green has written a book called Everything is Tuberculosis. It is a curable disease, but it's still killing lots of people every year. So he's working on a way to bring more attention to that. There have been certain things that have happened recently that have caused big setbacks in helping other places in the world battle TB, because it is one of those only if you can afford it diseases. Gourmet organic eggs are now cheaper than everyday eggs. That's pretty awful. Anyway, look into it if you're interested in learning a little more about tuberculosis and how it shaped the world and how it's still killing lots of people when it doesn't need to. Check it out. I don't know when it's actually being released. Let's see. Regular cage-free medium eggs, $6.49. Nature's Promise organic free range, $8.99. What is this? 2 dozen, $12. And these are the really like sketchy, I don't like these eggs prices. Medications? No. Yeah, that'd be bad. One of my favorite games, tuberculosis. It's called Red Dead Redemption 2. Play it. That's all I can say because I don't want to spoil anything. We got some large eggs for $6. Wow. What a deal. $9 for 2 dozen. Again, Stop and Shop, free range, blah, blah, blah. Cheap garbage eggs. And remember to smack that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Thank you, Stream Elements, for reminding me to say that. Like, I don't remember. Here's the thing. I don't remember how much eggs used to cost, but I know it was a lot less. Like $3, $4 for a dozen eggs. That was acceptable. That was reasonable. People were fine with it. Now, the industry is suffering. Woo! Real life stuff. Boo! Cool Runnings, hello. Slancha, thank you for popping in. This is for you. Thank you for bringing your time and attention here. It is appreciated. Ounce eggs equals 99 cents. Yeah. Oh, good. We're 149. Yep. Those were the days. We're doing great. I actually have to finish my grocery shopping. I just realized that when I was looking at the app. My groceries happen on Tuesday. When do you guys get your groceries? Mine's on a Tuesday. Did I close the app already? I have a lot of apps open in my phone, actually. That's not supposed to happen. But shop and stop. Yeah, 13 items in my cart. Guess what? Drinkable yogurts are on sale. $1.50 each. I'm getting a bunch, which I shouldn't do, but I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, yes, and I have to get my smoothie mix. Very, very important. I'll have a smoothie after this. Mondays for Mom? That's good. That works. I don't know why I started doing it. Oh, I know why. I'm sorry. I don't know why. I started doing groceries on Tuesday because Tuesday is the day I see my nutritionist virtually. So I get my groceries done in the morning. I pick them up. I come here. And then I tell her what I did. Like I have to tell her about this giant cinnamon baklava thing. Or sorry, babka. What's a babka other than this? I don't know what it is exactly other than a breaded substance all tied up in itself by the look of it. I'm going to have a little more. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, God, I already got freaking... It's sticky, ew. There we go. This music's making me think of something. Yeah, I said that out loud. I was like, that's not right. That's not what it's called. Oh, the babka is Polish. Okay. They had a bunch of stuff there. But like I said, I was looking for something approximating the idea of monkey bread. They didn't have any. So this is close enough. All for me. I shared a little. Relax. Free range tasty. Very nice, Cool Runnings. You trying to make us jealous? It's working. I have a very odd song in my head now. Thanks to whatever we're listening to here with Lo-Fi Girl. And don't forget, take care of your health, please, for my sake. It's one of the best things I've ever done, aside from technically stopping alcohol, because that's a good thing for you. I know it's not a good thing I wanted to do, but it certainly helped my body, health-wise. And nutrition is the other part. Nutrition, exercise, and sleep. Those are the big three. So try to do a nutrition if you can. I recommend talking to a nutritionist. If your insurance covers it, check. Go ahead. I'll wait. Do it. No. Soft-boiled eggs and toast for breakfast most mornings. That sounds fun. Soft-boiled. Do you have the little thing that you do that with? I've seen it in cartoons. I've never actually seen one in real life. I do, well, I'll say scrambled. They're not really scrambled, but they're put to, as a process. So we'll say scrambled, but not really. I try to turn it into a solid thing rather than a bunch of pieces. And then I have that with cheese and a bagel with either butter or cream cheese, or and some fake bacon. I should put that in my grocery list. Try to speak before I drink. I don't mean fake bacon. I mean pre-cooked bacon. So I put it in the microwave and it's done. Guess who doesn't like dealing with freaking grease? I don't want to burn myself while making bacon, because I would. I know I would. Either that or I'd overcook it, which would burn it, which would suck. And I do know the Whiskey Crusaders have a way to make their bacon, and it works every time. But the other problem is I don't like touching bacon. I don't like touching meat, because my brain goes, that was a thing once. That used to be a breathing creature. And you're just touching its whatever remains. It's not helpful in my mind. I'll still eat it, but It's the whole pre-process that bothers me. Bacon. Bacon. Do you remember the bacon strips? One of the most top tier commercials ever. His bacon strips. Biking Bourbon. Hello. Welcome. That's for you. Thank you for bringing your time and attention to the channel today. It is greatly appreciated. Have you started biking yet? I have been thinking about it. I have my bike. I will have a need to exercise more for free, and that tends to be bicycling. I'm going to bring you guys with me, though. That's the problem for you. I'll be doing live streams or something. I'll figure something out for that to be a thing. I've been considering, there's like a contraption you can get and wear. Usually I sneeze twice, so I'm waiting. Bike year-round here in Wisconsin. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm sorry, but the word Wisconsin sounded like that to me in the moment. Yeah, I wish I could, but once it gets below freezing, it's over. Part of me would have loved to ride around today, but it was really windy. Grill my bacon, I preferred it fried. Ooh. Set of tires in the winter. Do I? Or does Biking Bourbon? I have what is like a crossbreed bike. So it can be ridden on-road, off-road, wherever. I specifically got a bike that was all-terrain, technically. And it's been great since. And I do plan to do a few traveling by bicycle things. And I haven't decided how to do that. I imagine I'm just going to do the verticals, because, again, YouTube's is leaning into that idea. Oh! Fake bacon is on sale. $5.99 or $4.99 instead of $6.39. Don't it? You have to have the right gear and bike for the season or terrain. Exactly. Which makes bicycling a bit more expensive. I have gear mainly for summer. I have some that I could wear for winter. Or not winter, for autumn. And spring. So I have like the spring, summer, autumn gear. But again, honestly, it's just spring and autumn, because summertime, not great on me. Like, I could burn. I could overheat. You don't want to do that when riding a bicycle. It just makes it fucking bacon, yeah. It just becomes a bit too much. I have a what's the word? What's the nice way of saying you are weak? Endurance isn't the right way, because if I can ride my bike 20 miles and be fine the next day, that's not it. I forget. I'm thinking like an old-timey word they would use. I just don't remember what it is. That's right, Zenbud. I'm frail. Ooh, sorry about that. I had to finish the coffee. It was starting to get colder. That's gross. I did, for a moment, only a moment, think about doing a giveaway tonight, but being the last minute thing that it was, that's not going to work. 70-degree heat on a Friday. Rode a Harley. Nice. Rode the fat tire bike. Damn. I did, it was 70 degrees here. Well, it was in Boston. I don't know. Boston, sorry. But I don't know what the temperature was like in Rhode Island. I assume it was the same. It felt really weird to be outside. But it was also, it's odd weather. It's 15 degrees Celsius here, which is like 60 degrees Fahrenheit-ish. Which is great. And, oh yeah, it's going to rain tonight. and rain tomorrow. Damn, we got the reason, Boston. This is what I've been predicting when I left Boston. I saw these clouds, big clouds rolling in fast. The wind has been crazy as far as that. And now I see tonight it's just going to rain, and then tomorrow it's going to rain. And you know what I'm going to do?
Nothing.
I'm going to do nothing tomorrow. I might live stream. I probably won't. Maybe. Probably not. We'll see. I'm going to need some recuperative time from all this hubbubbing and socializing and driving, being around people. I have to keep track of the mileage now because this is my job. I have to keep track of the mileage for the taxes. I'll be right where I am now. Yes, I'm going to be sitting here doing as little as possible. Staring at YouTube, playing games, puttering around. I finished the dailies for Fallout today. Don't you worry. It's done. I managed to get that done this morning. I'll be doing the podcast in a little bit after the stream ends. Well, but then all of you who are members or patrons of mine, and if you aren't a member or patron of mine, please consider it. It doesn't cost much, I promise. And it supports the channel. It supports me. So I can get more cinnamon babka for $50. Oh, so stupid. So stupid. So good, though, but stupid. I'll be having some of that for breakfast tomorrow with my coffee that Kathy Hui gave to me, which is really strong in a good way. Oh, there we go. I thought I was like, what am I talking about? So, if you're a member or patron of mine, you'll be able to access the podcast when it goes live, which will be soon. I got to record it, I got to edit it, and then I need to upload it. Those are 3 different things. I'm so tired. Actually, I'm not that bad, honestly. I'm glad to be back home. I'll give it. I'm here. I'm good. Will I go to sleep at midnight? Probably. That's been my bedtime, and I found that it's a good thing because I used to stay up to 2 or 3 for much of my younger days. Now I feel as if the best time for me is midnight because the day officially ends and a new day begins. That means I sleep when the day ends, and that feels right. Going to sleep at midnight. Like I'm a princess and turn into a pumpkin. Fall asleep. As I mentioned, I've been fiddling around with taking medication, heavy with the CBD, to help me sleep for at least 8 hours. That's so nice. For whatever reason, my body is like 6 hours. We're good. No, we're not. Stop, please. Let me rest. That's been the newest thing I've been trying out. Sleeping properly. It's been great. Oh, Cool Running. Biking Bourbon. What is your whiskey for the holiday, for St. Patrick's Day? Anything. It doesn't have to be Irish whiskey. Just whatever you'd want to pour on the day, just to enjoy it for yourself. I am curious. Cool Running, it goes for you too. Anyone who hasn't answered the question, tell us now. Admit your sins. I feel like I should have like a fake priest thing on. And once again, if you guys want to find out what the goal is, if you haven't been here for the initial release, Stitch Mode is very amusing. But don't worry about it. That's not going to happen tonight. I'll be ending in about 5 minutes. I would like to go on longer, but I can feel the drain as it's happening right now. The hope is I'll be able to do the podcast after this. And by then, maybe the coffee will kick in. That'd be great. I still have to finish this. Oof. Definitely tastes weird after the coffee. That has not changed. It's not weird bad. It's got almost like a I want to say weak coffee grounds is what I'm getting like when I drink it. Yeah. It's like someone put coffee grounds in water. Not great. But that's because of the coffee. It's taken away a lot of the bitter notes, I think. Making me taste a bunch of weirdness. Oh. What a weekend. What a weekend. As a reminder, for those who don't know, I went to a tasting on Friday. I went to a tasting on Saturday. I went to a tasting on Sunday. 3 different locations. All travel. Well, at least an hour-ish away for each of them. The Rhode Island one was only 45 minutes, give or take. But they were all good. I'd do it again. Like, not anytime soon, but I would if I had to. Local tastings, new travel destinations, all that coming up. The real far, hopefully, is when I can consume alcohol again, if I can consume alcohol again. I might go to distilleries with my car instead of just travel. Travel to see, but also travel to taste and travel to experience. Again, the idea, the big idea is to be able to do this, like get to experience life. This is all me trying to fight my mental illness. I feel like a lot of my younger days were taken away by the depression that I had to live with. And now I'm trying to break out of that, get to experience life a little better than I have in the past. See new things, taste new things, meet new people. Meet not so new people. 4-Leaf Whiskey, look out. Thank you for bringing your time and attention here. It is appreciated. Like and subscribe. I said it again, I remembered. Irene said I should come to her store on March 29th for tasting new releases. Got it. 4-Leaf, I went to 3 whiskey tastings over the weekend. No, don't you do that. No sorries. You had guests. I saw it. You have to prioritize that, not my silly little live streams. I do these twice a week. You only do it once. Actually, I do it a lot more than twice now, don't I? Ugh. But I got to try some wonderful whiskey, taste it, and didn't really drink it. I tasted it. Oh, but it was great. I had some really good food on Friday. That was pretty sweet. But thank you for popping in. We have our Guinness Zero. We're doing great. 4-Leaf, we have the big question now for you as well. What would you pour for yourself on St. Patrick's Day? It doesn't have to be Irish whiskey, but I have a feeling it would be. I heard say that something was beating out the Redbreast tonight. Find that hard to believe, but something might have been enjoyable for you and your guests. Oh, God. We got it. We're going to make it. I'm going to record a podcast next, I swear. And I got to meet your friend. Let me see if I can find it real quick. We'll go over for a minute. But I want to show you this. Where is it? Let's show the picture, Brian. Ah. That guy look familiar to you? Come on. Do it. Stop being shiny. There we go. You look familiar, right? I was wearing your Clonic Kilty gear that you sent me. We even talked about you. I said, you know Stacy, right? He was like, yes, I do. I was like, cool. It's good stuff. It was a delightful time. Oh, but boy, am I glad it's over. I am donezo with dealing with anything tonight. There we go. 4-Leaf, speak now or forever hold your peace. I gotta log off. I gotta recuperate. Get in my comfort zone again. Ugh. We need to know what you're gonna pour on St. Patrick's Day, or it's all over. I think I know what I'd pour. And honestly, I keep thinking it would be Redbreast. It would be Redbreast PX if that was opened and I could do that. But I think it wouldn't be bad if it was the 15-year Clonakilty that Irene Tan did. That would be nice. Yes. Oops. Forgot that was up there. Good God. All right, everyone. It is time. It is past time. I am going to recuperate as best I can and do a little podcasting. Reminder, you can become a Patreon or you can become a member of the channel. That gets you access to the podcast. You can hear all the stuff behind the scenes of what I'm doing with the channel. I tell you everything. So you get to know exactly what's happening with YouTube and me and my hopeful future success of this whole channel. Just continued to this day. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. Happy St. Patrick's Day. And I will see you out there. Special thanks to my YouTube members and patrons for supporting the channel. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.